yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pain for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip gods into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
Way to kick off the show like a professional.
That's right. Just a nice, good rip of some delicious coffee.
Yeah. If only we were sponsored by it or something like that, they would make it make sense. No. This is Thursday. Knock it off. I hate that shit so much.
So good. So good. How's everybody doing out there? Happy Thursday.
It was better a few minutes ago.
I know, right? And then you came on.
And that noise.
Wait, what? I know you have PTSD from that noise for some reason.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah. Hate to hear that.
And it's right in my ears.
Hate to hear that, dude. Sorry. Sorry you feel that way. Sorry that what I did made you feel that way. Other than that, how you doing, dude?
Awesome.
Good.
Boy, if that didn't flip my whole goddamn mood, I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, hey, everybody. Adam is highly sensitive. Be careful around him because you just don't know what's going to send him down a hole.
That's right.
Yeah, don't sip any water around Adam because he's going to freak the fuck out. It ruined his whole night. Oh, my gosh. You would think you had tampons once a month.
Nope. Just had to pull my head out of violence for a minute there, but we are back on track.
Anyways, welcome back to Thursday Night Podcast. Nick, what's good, dude? New sponsor, Folgers Coffee. I wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
putting a good
actually,
promo
you know
for it,
what,
I'm
man?
telling
That
you.
might not be a bad idea.
That
Having some
would-
coffee.
That would work, and that would make more sense.
I think so. I mean, God knows. Yeah, I know. I drink a lot of water. Yeah, look at Adam. Adam carries this gallon everywhere.
If I don't have that, I've got my backpack with a camel pack in it.
Yes, he does. But yeah, welcome back, Thursday Night Podcast. Not Thursday Night Podcast, the ADRL Podcast. This is not Tuesday, so it's not the Tuesday Night Bet You Didn't Know podcast, but the Thursday Night ADRL Podcast. And I'll leave Thursday out, so just ADRL Podcast. We want to thank our sponsors, Renegade Racing Fuel, Fuel Tech USA, and Chris Duncan Race Cars. And I'll hand over the second part of that to Adam.
I'll tell you what, if you're down south and you need to get away from a hurricane and you need to get away from it fast, the only belt I would trust on my car would be a Dayco belt to get me the hell out of there. Because, boy, if you look at the radar, it is just going to be nasty somewhere real quick. So,
oh, my gosh.
Get out of the way and have yourself a Dayco day.
Make it a Dayco day. Love it. Good job, Adam.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
you should do voiceovers. That actually sounds really good.
I put a little bit of my commercial voice into that one, but
yeah,
my manager lives down in Tampa, so I've been keeping an eye, and he's obviously been keeping an eye on the radar all day.
Oh,
and
sure.
That hurricane has just been skirting right around it. He's on the outside borders and edges of it, but you could see that definitely Valdosta is getting some offshoots of rain heading that way. So hopefully that doesn't mess anything up for their weekend down there. I'd seen a post that Brad in Montgomery had put out of, any racers that need to get out and need a place. He's opened up the track for people to be able to go out to, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah, well, it's very awesome, as a matter of fact. And
I'm out. It took me a second, but I'm out.
Well, we're not in it, and I did reach out to a lot of folks that I know that are down in Florida, and we do want to just tell everybody that's in Florida or Georgia or anywhere in the area down there, be safe. Prayers to you guys, Alabama, anywhere that it's coming up and ripping through. I mean, it's a mess. Apparently, there's 340,000 plus people right now without electricity. So
it doesn't. It's a nasty one.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Category 4 right now. They say it might even hit a 5 before it makes landfall. I don't know.
The other caveat, Mike, there's this. You got Helene down there going up the coast in the Gulf of up the coast of Florida in the Gulf, and then over across in Mexico, they have a storm called John that's kind of ripping across Mexico City and heading towards the Gulf, and all the winds are pushing towards Helene. So there were talk of even those two storms combining, but it almost looks like that one's going to follow path. So,
that's crazy, man.
Nasty little 1-2 punch from nature.
Yeah, and apparently it's record warmth in the Gulf. The water is a record temperature. Yeah, so yeah, that doesn't help. Yeah, so anyways, anyone that's down there, Nick, what's good, brother? Anybody that's down there, prayers to you guys. I've reached out to everyone that I know that's down in that area, even down to Raul. Hope everybody's doing well, and stay hunkered down and be safe is the most important part. No doubt. A friend of mine was showing, actually, if you look at Donald Long's post, you could see all the water that's coming up over all of his stuff. And old Terry Orr lives down there in Florida now, and saw some of his posts, and it's coming in hot and heavy. So yeah, it's crazy. 20-foot storm surges is what they were talking about.
We were just talking to Dan a few weeks ago, and he was down in Tampa, at the England facility, and they were dealing with flooding situations down there just off rain. So good God, you throw this into the mix. It's just, what a mess.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's crazy, man. So yeah, and like I was saying, 20 pass me a vodka.
Amen. Let's do a power hour.
Yeah, no kidding. I talked to Justin Adams, Justin Adams, big J-Dog. And I was like, man, you guys doing good? He goes, man, we're eating pizza, watching TV, watching trees fly by, and we're just hanging out, having a good old time. I was like, nice. Eddie, what's good, up, man? There's our tech/comp director. Hope everything's good, Eddie. By the way, Eddie did get his new stack of NHRA cert tags. So, buddy, what's up, man? So anybody that needs a cert, reach out to Eddie. He'll help facilitate, but he will be in Huntsville too. So if anybody needs a chassis cert in Huntsville, make sure to let us know so we can send Eddie your way and get you taken care of. But other than that, yeah, it's crazy down there. Eddie, as a matter of fact, brother, but I think Eddie is south. I think Orlando's fairly far south, but some of the bands, if I'm not mistaken, are throwing out some tornadoes like down in Sarasota and that area. I don't know, Eddie, if you are southeast of there or directly east.
Give me a minute and we'll find out.
Oh, what's that? Oh, you shooting? You're gonna shoot out a.
Yep, shot over a link. He had requested it, but I was in the middle of running through the chats, keeping things going. Refocusing after the start. So now we're all back on track. He's got the link heading out now, but that's the beauty of this episode is you want to talk? Let me know.
Yeah, right.
I'll shoot you the link.
Yeah. So, it's crazy out there. It's crazy out there right now. I'd imagine that's going to impact probably the couple thousand viewers that aren't going to be able to join in tonight because, there's, almost 500,000 people out of power down there. And I know that's where a big majority of our watchers are.
It's a lot of power loss there. And then those offshoots have been wreaking havoc up the East Coast. It's been causing a lot of storms and rain up there. So, yeah, it's just been nature.
Yep. Nature at its best. I hate saying I got to stop saying that. I'm just not going to say anything.
Yeah, I know. I hate finding myself when I get those crutch words or phrases or things like that. And as soon as I identify it, it's like, it's got to get out.
Got to get going.
Yep. Exactly.
Got to get going. Carter, what's good, my man? Love my Frankie Taylor t-shirt.
Yeah, where'd you pick that up?
Well, I picked it up by Frankie himself.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he was out at Flying H. It was great hanging out with him, going up in his trailer and
when isn't it great hanging out with Frankie?
Yeah, I mean, it was good.
the dude cracks me up.
Oh, he's so funny. His brother was there, and
that combo. Get out the way.
It was good, and yeah. So no, it was a good time hanging out there this past weekend. Where's he at? There he is, Eddie. What's good? I see you got power, dude. That's good, brother.
Yeah, it's not bad here. It's just windy.
Just windy.
For here, yeah. It's gonna suck for a lot of people though.
Yeah, no kidding. So, how far away from the hurricane are you?
It's out in the Gulf. Where is it, Ada? Where's the hurricane? It's on the side. Okay, in the Gulf. Okay. Yeah. So it's gonna rip up. I've seen a couple people post a lot of photos like Donald Long. It gets flooded really, really bad there.
Dan Lucas is saying tornado on the ground in Bradenton.
Yeah, that's where Heavy Dave Williams lives is in that area down there, and he said they're down there dodging tornadoes right now. So yeah, Sarasota, Bradenton, that area right down there is getting hit with tornadoes. Are any of those bands making it out your way, Eddie?
Yeah, I mean very little. It's just windy right now. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, very little. They canceled school today for this county, but there really was no point. I mean,
I would have figured cancel it tomorrow. I could see, but today,
they did on some counties, but for here, no.
I pulled up the map this morning, and all of Florida was red.
They just closed Disney tonight. I mean, like 30 minutes ago.
So, oh, really? You were prepared to go in, and
well, we thought maybe we'd have to go in early, but
any hot goss on that headline lady, the gate crashing lady that got escorted out?
Well, I think I saw that.
I don't know which exact park it could have been. It could have been out in California. TMZ was reporting it, but it was hitting the headlines today, and some video of this frequent gate crasher that was sneaking in her kids for free got cuffed and drug out.
She was doing what now? She was how do you get in how are you sneaking in?
Great question. Don't know. I'm sure there's ways, but I haven't heard too much about the story. I've just seen the headline a couple different times in a video clip of her getting cuffed up and drug out.
Huh.
But apparently she's a repeat offender.
It's Florida. I mean, not shocking.
Yeah, exactly. It's a tame day, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, if I could share the things I see, then
I get you.
Yep. Oh no, the drivers down there are crazy, dude. The drivers are people are nuts down there. It's funny, actually. Terry Orr, we were just talking about him. Terry Orr posted a picture of a guy. He's like, "Look at this idiot! and he's driving through the water, and literally the water was almost over the hood, over the roof of the car. You couldn't even see the headlights, and they're driving through it, and it basically was a submarine. I was like, what? I was like, what are they doing? Why? You know, man.
Yeah.
Can't
it's been tough
sometimes.
It's been tough. Lots of rain, canceled events, you know. But
yeah. Hey, man, you know what? It is what it is. I seen you got your nice big fat stack of stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been super, super busy on that aspect.
That's awesome, man. Happy for you, brother.
I got 50 more. Hopefully that lasts. It may not even last to November, but who knows?
Yeah.
And then I got got those red tags too for those pro mods and the fuel cars and alcohol cars. So
nice.
So
yeah, we're ready. Yeah, I'll make a post. I did share your post, but we'll as well announce it tonight that Eddie is ready, folks. So when you need that chassis cert, let him know. He'll take care of you, whether you're coming to Huntsville and you need one, or you're anywhere else near Eddie. He'll facilitate something for you.
Yeah, Alabama's tough because there's no really sanctioned track there.
Exactly.
Outlaw stuff, but there's guys that actually want to get it done anyway. So hopefully somebody will be a lot closer sooner. But again, they just don't hand that stuff out. So
yeah, and let's address that real quick. I mean, screw it while we're talking about it. You know, I've had at least 5 messages, maybe 6 in the past 4 or 5 days of people reaching out to me about, you know, what are the rules? What are the regulations? Do you have to have a license? Do you have to have chassis certs? And I'll tell them the same things we did last time. Ask Eddie.
It's like a yearly thing. It's like every time.
I did refer somebody. Yeah, right. Usually this time this year, I did refer somebody to you, Eddie. However, my answer to them is we are always going to be safe. We'll have some discretionary calls if we need to. There will be no shit boxes running down the track, and Eddie and Wade are very, very particular. So make sure your shit is safe and your stuff is together, and we'll do our best. But definitely address that. And I explained to them the sanctioned tracks and you know how that works, and they all understood. So I've got all good feedback, so it was good.
Yeah, I mean the definition. I mean the answer is yes, right? But there's things that you can work towards. You know, visually, you could look at both, right? You could see like, okay, is this chassis even gonna pass? Yes or no? Or is this driver capable of operating this car? And subjective always on that, right? So, so there's ways you can kind of not overrule, but just because there is a license and a sticker doesn't mean we can let them race either. The aspect of you know, you got to think about everybody else at the same time.
Right.
You know, 100%, because there's other people participating, not just one person. There's other people. Yeah. And I've seen some pretty bad shit on TV, people crashing into each other.
I've seen shit go wrong with cars that are brand new or, you know, would be deemed safety perfect. Things can happen and things can break at any point in time. So yeah, you can just never really take that chance, especially when you've got somebody else on the track and you've got people at the track. It's not just you that's out there.
Right. And you know what? As we continue to push these barriers with ETs and stuff, I mean, shit, we just had shout out to Big Bad Bubba Stanton breaking the XRP track record this past weekend, running a 352 at 214, I think is what it was, or 213. 352 is fast. That's real fast. And I think that more guys, as the ADRL keeps coming along and we're getting back to the grassroots racing of run what you brung, and you know, I mean, these guys are going to keep pushing each other, and I don't think it'll be long before we see consistent low 50s, some 40s, and safety is going to be absolutely the most important thing for us. And we won't have anybody, you know, there won't be anything. There will be things out of our control, but not if we have anything to do with it. I'll just put it that way, right?
Yeah. I mean, the whole idea is to try to mitigate or try to eliminate what you can see, or at least reduce, and then, like anything, go from there.
That's right.
The photo I sent you before, Ryan, unfortunately was a VA hospital, so not really the store of your dreams. So with the Marine hat.
I was wondering. I was like, it's either a PX or it looked like a gift shop at a hospital. It's funny because that's actually what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was at the VA before, so yeah. Yeah, not really a dream, but you know,
it's
it was
funny.
kinda cool.
Yeah, Eddie sent me a picture inside the store, and it was just like jackets and Marine hats and all this stuff. I was like, oh man, I'd probably go broke in that place. And I was like, man, my dream store. And
That's
then Eddie
funny.
explained that that's the gift shop at the VA hospital. Oh,
Yeah, they call it the Patriot Store. All the big VAs have them. When I was in Vegas, they had a big one, and then this one had one too. So,
well, that's nice. I'm glad they have that. I have yet to be to a VA hospital. I'm probably missing the boat. Probably spending way more money than I should be on medical stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's like one of my service managers is retired from the Navy Reserve. I was like, well, welcome to the Disability Club as a joke. You know, we got a joke about that. He's like, oh, not me. I'm like, well, 10 years from now, when something comes up, or 20 years from now, we'll say we didn't tell you so. It's what you've earned, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, and you know what? Any older retired veteran, anybody I talk to, you know, and it's usually guys in their 60s, 70s, and older. It's the first question they ask me: Are you taking advantage of your benefits? And I'm like, no. Well, why the hell not? Why aren't you? And it's like, oh man, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, I go back and forth because there's people that they will almost brag about it. Brag about your service, not disability.
Oh yeah, right.
I mean,
I got PTSD really bad. Blah blah blah. I got it.
Yeah,
like, okay, great, dude. What'd you do to get that?
Actually, wants that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's no shit. Uncle Steve sending up prayers for my girls in North Carolina and everyone of my friends and family in the path of this hurricane. Amen, Uncle Steve.
A lot of Hooters locations out there, Steve. I know.
Yeah, man. I hope they don't wipe out all the Hooters locations.
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
He'd be devastated. He'd be devastated.
It'd be over
for sure. But yeah, so we got Huntsville. Everybody is aware. I've been very diligent, Mr. Maloney. If you couldn't tell, I've got you sitting on my shoulder every morning. So I've strapped my boots up, come downstairs, and add away with the content. So I appreciate the nudges and the push.
Yeah, I think though, like with Wade being able to hang out, and I'd say if we're not going to do weights, then I don't need to be there. Then I can kind of go around with the camera, and as well as the other duties, just camera on the shoulder, which is pretty much what I do anyway. And then get content and then get stuff, keep it rolling, and just get it going, you know?
Yeah, amen. And dude, you got your, I mean, it's like Steve Evans, them gals be okay because they have the flotation devices. Yeah, especially down there in Florida. Shit, I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, what I was going to say, Eddie, is that, I mean, yeah, not only are you one, a tech inspector and you're licensed through the NHRA to do tech inspections and all these hot rods. Also, you have the capacity of being a competition director and understanding the ins and outs of competitions and events and how they work. And you've been doing it for a long time. But on top of that, you're a photographer and an editor and a publisher. I don't know a lot about that stuff. So maybe you're not a publisher, but you have a lot of published stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
And you're a great photographer, dude. You're a really good photographer. Like it's, yeah. So I'm excited actually to have you out there, and we've got an extra camera if you need like a video camera, if you need one, or, if that's what you want to do, brother.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. I'll think about that. Well, I know I'm going to do it. Yeah. Because
I was just saying, like, we have an extra, like, if that's what you want to do, well, maybe depending on the live feed and what we got going on. Yeah,
sure, we can figure something out.
Yeah, and I have a Canon 60D. These nuts.
Jesus,
sorry, I had to.
I knew it was coming. It's all good.
I know. I can't. I shouldn't have said that. I do have a Canon 60D upstairs that my wife no longer uses. That I wouldn't have it. Do you know how to? I'm sure you know how to operate a.
Yeah, I mean, I have Nikons, but yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, sweet. You're like, yeah, I've got Nikons, but I know how to use a Canon. My Nikons.
Well, I think it's like Android versus Apple too.
No, it is. No, for sure. So which one's the Android and which one's the Apple?
Well, since I own an Icon, then Icon would be the Apple, but not really. I mean,
Oh, are you an iPhone user?
I have an Icon, yeah.
Oh, I have an Icon, yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie, I think you're funny and you just don't even realize that you're funny. Like, do you just say funny shit and don't realize you're saying it?
Yeah, but a lot of people don't get it half the time, so I'm just like, okay.
It's because you're intelligent. That's why. You're it's layered. And unless you have some level of intellect, you probably can't pick up on it, which is me most of the time.
Yeah, no, it's going to be good. I mean, I think you saw yesterday what I posted, and funny, it's still going.
Oh, is it really? Shit, I meant to go back and visit that. Man,
well, I'll screen grab another shot for you.
It was good. It was
look,
good.
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, you do it because you love it. Not, yes, we make money. The goal is to make money. There's not necessarily that monetary value in it so much for a lot of us.
Yeah, right. That's true.
But I think that it may take a while, but I think the fairness, the equality, and the honesty will take it further and further and further.
Yeah.
Rather than, you know, let's pull like this, you know.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? If for any of those that maybe
I'll
didn't
share.
see the
I'll share
post?
later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a post that Eddie made, and it was when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, yeah, I kind of get it." And then all of a sudden, the comments. So when you get a chance, everybody who's watching, go on Eddie Maloney's Facebook page and look at one of his posts that he made about events.
Yeah, I'm sure people love that about me or hate it or. But you
hate
know,
it?
I mean,
No, man. You got to respect somebody that's got a pair of balls to just say what they feel and whatever, right? It doesn't matter. No big deal.
Oh,
look, I mean,
was this the invite thing?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Pretty fantastic. Pretty funny.
Look, I mean, you can go back and forth on the stuff, right? I mean, you really can. But the argument is we get 10 pro mods, they get 60 with a waiting list or that. And that's not just one event. That's what we're referring to. You know, there's multiples of.
Yeah, it's just that
I don't think
style
this is
of event. Right.
morally correct. Just because, right? I mean, there's two ways to get rich. You know, if you talk about rich like monetary, okay, well, did you do it the right way or the wrong way? You know, but
right? Yeah,
I'm not the judge. You know, so
amen to that, brother. Yeah. Hey, I'm rich. I'm rich in family, health, and love and happiness, man. That's what's important.
So I'm stupid, but if
no, you're not.
No, I'm ignorant. I'll go that.
Okay, that's better.
Okay, deal. With these invite-only type races, if a racer gets invited, and is it, you know, they show up, no entry fee, everything's good to go?
Oh no, they have an entry fee.
No, not necessarily.
You kidding? They would have an entry fee still?
Well, yeah. Well, they just make it seem like maybe some, right? Maybe some.
Okay.
But they make it seem like it's an invite only, but every single person gets an invite. I mean, it's not like
it's like the movie theater inviting me to see a movie for the price of a ticket.
Yeah, invite only.
Okay.
Pay the price of admission.
And if I want to go to the race, I'll go to the race. Yeah.
Right.
And look, what people have going on is what they have going on, and if that's successful to them, then wonderful. You know, I'll support it as liking drag racing. Some of it is.
It's a tactic.
And the marketing is great, but to me,
it doesn't move my needle. But yeah, I get where it can be catchy to some.
Well, I mean, Adam, never mind. I'm not going to say anything.
Like, so last weekend's big money thing for the Midwest Pro Mod, unfortunately, got rained out, and that really sucks.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I was there. It was tough, man. I was there Friday night, and it just wasn't.
To get hit on the last day.
There, but yeah,
the main day of the event. I mean, how many days they were there from like Tuesday? They were doing testing and all the qualifying and everything like that. And then
you hate that, but we live in Florida here, and it's literally all the time.
It's the gamble of any race.
It is, and it's a shame because, you know, they were doing that you know, the right way to me, you know, and bringing it on. A lot of people from the West Coast, East Coast, you know, Midwest.
Yeah.
And,
It's pretty fair representation of the entire country or regions. Yeah.
So, and then I think that's what it's about, right? You know?
Yeah.
But
yeah, exactly.
you know,
I agree 100%.
Keeps it from becoming all little cliques and, you know,
Yeah.
groups. We just run here, we just race here. You know, let's mix it up.
Hey Eddie, is there I'm really thinking about dragging my camper to Huntsville from Thursday to Sunday and just burning some vacation time because I know it's going to be a great race. Awesome people I'm working with all the time. Hey man, Uncle Steve. Yeah, no kidding, dude. I'd love for you to be there, Uncle Steve. It's turned out to be a really good race. And every day that I post this content, thank you, Eddie. Every day that I post this stuff, I have new guys every day reaching out. So it clearly is working because it's getting out there. Other people are seeing it and sharing it, and it's kind of perpetuating things. So far, it's looking pretty good. I think we're almost at a full field, just with the guys, with the door cars, and we're not even close to being to the event. So we might end up having a whole shit ton of cars. But and I know, and in case people didn't know, and I would like to point out a few things. One, Brian Whitworth and Tyler are going to Verge with the Verge. Verge will be with us in Huntsville, and they have a 470 and a 450 class. So any of the Pro Mod guys, I know at Flam Hulk reached out to me, and Adam Flam Hulk reached out and asked about the classes. I told him, he said that he isn't going to be able to run a Pro Mod, but he is going to bring a 450 or 470 car. So that's cool. I look forward to seeing Flam
Hulk. A couple extra cars too.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He's got one for us in Orlando too. He's going to run that little Super Pro Street deal that we got here. It was like 420, 390s to 420s, a little bit of rules, mostly PDRA with 100 pounds here and there.
Yeah, gotcha.
So yeah, just
yeah, he does. So Scott Coxwell and his son, they've got some 470 and 450 cars. So again,
little weekend.
Yeah, so we should probably have well over 150 cars total at that event. So that's going to be a really good event. So for all the door car guys or dragster guys or anybody that's out there, if you want to come, yeah, Flam Hulk is a really, really great guy, man. And his boys are super cool. His families are super, super nice. If you are a racer and you don't have a door slammer, an outlaw, or a run what you brung door car or dragster, and you have a 470 or 450 car, bring it, because we're going to have them there. There's going to be a lot of them, and they're paying out really big purses. So I'm really looking forward to this event in Huntsville with the Verge. It's going to be probably our biggest event yet. And I'm super grateful that they're jumping in, and that'll be their last show of the year. So there's going to be some racer appreciation stuff that they're putting on. Huntsville is just going to be a really, really great event. So yeah, if you have a 470 or 450 car, bring it. Those classes will be there. And that's great. Eddie, I wanted to ask you, so from a tech standpoint, is there anything different that you have to look at on a funny car versus an altered? I mean, I know that the bodies are different. By the way, you're muted. Eddie, you're muted. Eddie, hold on.
You're muted.
You're muted.
There you are. Short answer, yes.
No, don't. I want to hear the long answer.
Don't have time for that.
All right, deal.
So no, but I want to hear the difference. So there is a difference between funny cars and altereds when you're doing a tech inspection. Is it? I mean, I would say the chassis is probably the same. Just the one is over the whole body, and the other one is just some skin on the side of the chassis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Is there any distinct difference between a funny car and an altered that you got to look for? Just a couple.
Besides appearance?
Yeah. Oof. That you have to, as a tech inspector, that you have to look at between the two cars. Like when you do an inspection on an altered, are you looking at different stuff than you would, or are you looking at something different on a funny car that you wouldn't have on an altered, or are they basically the same chassis and there's really no difference other than the appearance?
Yeah, I mean, you have to look at the spec, the chassis spec on that one, because I did an altered a while back that could technically qualify for the chassis. You know, if you change the body on it, then like he was running top dragster as an altered, but that car could have got a red sticker on it as a altered or a funny car to change the body. It's just the mounts.
Oh,
So basically,
you're an educated guy, Eddie.
well,
Like,
you just
nah.
got to read it. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been part of a contested race where where somebody contested it and you've had to go and measure bore space or
Has there
anything
been
like that?
any cheating? Yeah, has there been any cheating in drag racing?
Oh, I mean, we know there's been
Well,
cheating.
yeah. But I mean, what are some of the crazy any crazy ones out there?
Have you been a part of one, Eddie, where
Or
something
seen
got
any?
contested and you had to
Yeah.
go measure that up or whatever?
Yeah, but then most people don't ever want to put up the money, so that it requires. So
Oh, there's money involved with contesting something. I got it. I forgot about that. So if I were to contest somebody else, I mean, just if I was a racer and I was like, nope, bullshit. He's over 1,000 cubic inches or something. Let me just throw something out there. And I contest it. I have to pay to contest
To
it. What is it, like
initiate
a
that
few $100 or
investigation?
something?
it depends on the organization.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess we need to throw those in the rule book.
Yeah, $25
real quick.
complaint fee.
We're just going to put something in the books right now. $500 if you can test something.
Yeah.
Just so he can say, 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 so he can.
I gotta mute you. You're looping. So I could say, so I could say, so I could say, so I could say. Ryan's been having some repeated tech issues, and I'm not quite sure the source of it because we're running almost identical equipment, and I don't run into the same problems. So he will be back here shortly, I'm sure. And it's a 50-50 on when he comes back, if he'll still be looping or not, but we'll get to the bottom of it. Yeah, exactly. He's his own little loop machine from time to time. There was one time we were in a meeting and he was talking about something and he said Eddie did it, and he got caught in that loop, and for 5 minutes all we could hear is Eddie did it, Eddie did it, Eddie did it, Eddie did it, and it started to feel like a beat in my head. Oh, so what's new with you, Eddie? Anything good?
Not much. Actually, about to step off and get ready to go in. So
What's the deal with those? I've seen you'd posted some import cars the other day.
yeah, a lot of the import cars. Ava, go to bed.
Are those pro mod considered pro mod type vehicle?
Some
Some of them. Okay.
not really. Some.
Are there any extreme V6 like 4-cylinder classes or anything like that out there?
Yeah, so you do like an extreme or modified. There's some 5-second. There is some 5-second import cars here.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be opposed to that.
Yeah. I haven't posted any yet. I haven't done one yet.
Yeah.
But coming up next month, there'll be about at least half a dozen.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me jump off, brother. We'll talk more.
All righty, sir. You have yourself a good one.
Take care.
All right. Now we got Prince Adam in the pits. It's a takeover show. We've finally established control of the complete podcast. There is no one that can stop me from doing or saying whatever it is that I want at this point, which is problematic. Anybody else out there wants to chime in, pop in, got anything to say drag racing wise, just put the link out there in the chats. Feel free to click on in and let's get down to some racing. Anybody going to a track this weekend, or man, there going to be any tracks to drive this weekend? Can't recall. I think I've seen a couple races that are coming up, but none that are really jumping out at my brain. should do a pro import class. I know Ryan's talked about doing an import class in the past. Me personally, and I don't know what level of say so I have in anything. I really like the extreme aspect of the classes that we're currently doing and currently setting up. And if there's ways of extending that to other classes, like a V6 or whatever, something else that would be in that same line of the extreme, no weight, no anything like that, run what you brung, all that fun stuff. I'd be open to expanding the classes if there's racers out there that want to throw down and go as fast as they can in an import. And that's what it's all about. Like we said on Tuesday, why pay all this money to go slow? Strip the weights, get it out there, and let's see how fast we can go. Not let somebody tell us how fast we can go. But that's just me. What do I know? But yes, a pro import class would be exciting. Something going on in Roswell, New Mexico this weekend. I don't know if that's good or bad. Last time I heard of something going on in Roswell, it hit the papers. We're still talking about it today. We need a Buddy Ingersoll of today with the V6 power. Oh, that I'm assuming that Buddy used to run a pretty souped up V6. I don't see why not. Give people some options and abilities to get out there with some different vehicles. I mean, hey, if it's V6 and it's extreme, let's go. Ooh. We landed on the 50%, but it is no longer with. That's good. We got that going for us. Yep.
Oh my gosh, man. This computer, dude. Jeez Louise. Buick powered. Yeah, there you go. I never had issues like this with my Microsoft laptop.
Oh, no. You're right. We went off on different tangents while it was the Prince in the Pits podcast with the hostile takeover.
I love it. I've been trying to get abducted from there.
Oh yeah. I'd asked if anybody's got any races or anything they're heading out to this weekend. And Steve had popped in and said thinks there's something going on in Roswell, New Mexico this weekend. I said the last time I heard something going on there, it's been in the papers and we're still talking about it.
Yeah, wasn't there like supposed to be a whole bunch of people meeting out there or something? And like
Roswell's a pretty famous crash. It's a UFO crash site. No,
I know, but there was at the gate, Area 51. There was supposed to be some huge rally or event out there, and like the government was like, "Yeah, no, try it. Come out here and see what happens."
I thought the same thing. I was like, "Hey, worst case scenario, we're going to thin the herd." I don't know what's happening here, but if these people want to run at a gate with their arms behind their back, was it Nuru running or? I can't remember what the hell it was called. It's like from Avatar or some shit.
Yeah,
they're gonna run at the gates where it's clearly posted, "We will kill you."
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
From a long way away. Like you won't even see us. It'll just be around coming.
They won't
from
kill all of us. That's what they specialize in, is killing all of us.
Yeah.
So this is their job. And this is where they hide all the stuff that we don't even know about. What are you doing?
Boy.
A laser beam just gonna sink.
Oh yeah, right. Everybody just slides in half.
With their arms behind their backs running.
Oh yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, right. Yeah, all their little hands and arms drop off and just slides in half. Yeah, that reminds me. Did you ever see that movie Death Ship?
No.
Oh, it's a brutal one. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Yes, they stormed the place in 2020. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. I was like, golly, really? Yeah, try that at like the Pentagon. You might as well go try that at the White House or the Pentagon. See what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Geez, I was gone for a short period of time, and you kind of got off the chain there real quick.
It's baby.
Good job, PA. You need your own podcast, dude. Come on.
I'm not a solo podcast person. It's
you do just fine, bro.
I could probably manage and I could probably pull it off, but it's not in my comfort zone. Like we talked about way back when we started. Bet you didn't know. I'm a sniper and I need a machine gun. You're a machine gunner. I'm the sniper. So we've got the battlefield covered. We go in there with two machine gunners just slinging lead like a bunch of idiots. We're done.
Yeah, right.
Two snipers, we got nothing. So it's all about that balance.
It's the yin yang. I get it.
Exactly.
I got it. Well, I totally forgot what I was talking about because, again, technology is awesome. I don't know what's up. It must be a computer thing, dude, because it did it on Teams and now it's doing it on.
It's done it. This is probably the third time that it's done it. So
yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't
Who
know.
cares?
Maybe check for updates in the software on the computer would be my only other thought.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, let's get back to racing. Oh,
Nope.
9/11, they hit the Pentagon with the plane, but it was the day after $22 trillion went missing from the
Very
American economy.
interesting.
Yeah, isn't that weird? And now they, ironically, wasn't it that they didn't? People had pictures of the Pentagon, and there was not any plane debris. They don't have any video actually of a plane hitting. It was just the still shots, and it was like you
Yeah,
see
it was almost
like
like
a
time
barely
lapse.
streak of something. You can't make it out, and then the explosion.
Right.
And a scientist, a forensic ordnance guy, that's all he does is ordnance and explosions. Said that, look, I'm going to show you like 20 pictures. These are all missile detonations. Here's the side of the Pentagon, and I mean it was identical. And it's like, so that was not a plane. And I was like, oh my God, don't send me down that rabbit hole. I don't want to know, man. God, why do they gotta lie to us?
That's a Tuesday conversation for
It is.
sure.
It is. I don't know why we got to be diddied all the time, though.
Indeed.
Media controls the masses. The media and money. That's what it's all about. That's for sure. But this is not Tuesday podcast. Let's get back to the ADRL podcast. Let's talk about racing. Let's talk more about racing. I hate that Eddie's not on here because I did want to talk about how I'm going to beat his ass, not smack his ass. I was going to beat his ass, kick his ass at this little match race we're going to do. Or I don't know. How should we do it? Is it just be heads up? Or we're going to be on a tree?
I'm not positive exactly what you guys are doing.
I don't either.
To chime in.
Eddie brought it up, and Nick's perpetuating it. So we got money on it. I don't know. I guess there's a couple $100 on this race already. I don't know what's happening.
We may want to lock down some details.
Yeah. Eddie's racing his rental car. But Eddie, that's going to be on your tag, just so you know. I'm not going to pay for it till afterwards, as long as you don't crash it or something. But Eddie's got his rental. I'm going to heads up on the fridge. Heads up on the fridge. Okay. Yeah. Nick wants to race as well. Oh, that's right. Nick wants me to run the fridge against Eddie in his rental car. Look, I'll be perfectly honest, Nick. I'm not. I don't have a lifetime of experience on a motorcycle, but I am damn crazy enough to sit my ass on your motorcycle and run that thing as fast as I can down the track, and I ain't scared. Probably doesn't make sense, but I do it. I went 352 twice and one last weekend. 353. Damn it, man.
Yeah. So that was Bubba.
So let's get back to it. So let's talk racing again. Shout out to Steve.
Have him call in.
Yeah, for sure. Well, he's at a football game.
As I said, if he's done with football, have him call on in.
Yeah, for sure. But let's throw a shout out to Uncle Steve for being our cameraman down there. Appreciate you, Uncle Steve, because I definitely did watch that. That's one thing I did want to watch. So that was good. Amen. And then shout out to Bubba. 352 twice in the Bear. It's not the Bear. It's BMF per Bubba. So I just named it BMF. I was like, so what's the name of your hot rod? He said, I don't know. Right now, BMF. And I was like, all right, I love it. So on the locked in post, I put BMF. So we'll just call it BMF, which stands for
check us on Tuesday.
I got nothing. Right, exactly. I'm thinking my brain's going all over different directions. Mr. Sullivan would say no balls, no glory. That's right. So Bubba, congrats, brother. That's pretty damn awesome. 352. I see 40s coming in real hot, just like we were talking about earlier, man. I think that people just needed to see the ADRL getting traction. I think people want, I know that people want the grassroots of drag racing, which is run what you brung, build it, bring it, strip it, sling it. Let's have some fun. And we're seeing it now, man. The car counts are getting better and better, and spectator counts are getting better and better. I'm really excited. I'm ready for a 47. I'm ready for a slick tire car to hit a 47. Hell yeah. Faux show. And all you radio guys, throw some floppy tires on and come run with us. That'd be a good time. And all you Midwest guys and all you PDRA guys, like, stop wasting your money going slow. Come on, build something fast. Come run with us. Grassroots drag racing. That's what it's all about. I know that's all you've had for the past 5 or 10 years, and I get it, and I understand. However, we're coming back. This is your outlet if you want to go fast. If not, you can run 60s and 70s all day long. That's fine. I can't take anything away from him. I'm pretty sure Mark Mickey, Melanie Slemmy, last weekend at Flying H, I think there were some 59s thrown out there, which is pretty damn awesome considering their rules package that they have. So,
and some would say that adding weight and being a little bit on the heavier side is advantageous. So, it's kind of I don't know. There's only one way to find out.
Well, I'll tell you, at the U.S. Street Nationals, can't wait for November. It's going to be off the hook. It really fucking is. I mean, it really is going to be. You're absolutely right, Uncle Steve. Hoping Jason Scruggs brings his outlaw car and we see Bubba Stanton and Jason Scruggs running 40s in the final round. Breaking the internet. Amen, Uncle Steve. I mean, it's going to be a banger. I mean, I can't tell you how excited I am for that race. And again, I don't want to take anything away from Huntsville at all whatsoever. We're right in the heart of the grassroots run with your brung drag racing. So there's going to be plenty of door cars there. It's going to be a good race. XRP is going to be a different kind of awesome race. The hype, the buzz behind it, some of the match racing that I'm sure is going to happen. Like, man, I'm excited, dude. I'm excited, Adam.
Talk to Clyde more about the no time, the addition of the 275s, which is something I've dreamed about for the better part of 2024 with the inclusion or expansion of that class, or having those guys out here running the extreme no weight packages as well. So a lot of good things coming.
Yep, that's right. So so we're pretty excited about it. But again, congratulations, Bubba. Great job. You now hold the XRP track record at 352. Good job, buddy. We'll see how Clyde comes back to that. We'll see how he responds. Daniel Jarvis. Uncle Steve is my main man. And we love Uncle Steve.
Man.
And all the racers that are part of our family. We're a number 1 ADRL. Amen. And hey, look, the ADRL has a long, rich history. The ADRL is the grassroots of 8th Mile outlaw drag racing. There's been some really amazing things happen in the history of the ADRL. I mean, look at Texas Motorplex. Look at what happened at Rockingham for drag stock. Look at what happened in St. Louis. Just we're taking this burning amber that I believe was left, that was still burning, and we're slowly building that fire back on top of it. And I can see it. I had a 2.5-hour call with somebody today that has been racing in the NHRA since, what did he say? Since 63, 64. I'm talking out loud.
Yeah, I know.
Since 63 or 64. And he had absolutely nothing but awesome things to say to me about what we're doing. He couldn't be more excited about the ADRL, and he's going to do everything he can to help get it back and going. And super grateful for that. So this is just the beginning, guys. It's just the beginning. Like I said, I'm either going to go broke and be homeless or die, but one of the two. I hope neither one happens.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go broke and be homeless, and I'm not going to die. But those would be the only two options to keep us from taking this thing to the next level. So we got a great team, man. You and I and Eddie, and we got Wade filling in, and was it Bill Pratt? It was not Bill Pratt, as a matter of fact. This gentleman has been around since the inception of the ADRL. He's been there for the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you'll come fry about 100 pounds of flounder, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. I'll drag the camper to Huntsville and we'll have a Pro Mod fish fry. Oh my gosh. You guys are making this fun. Hey, you know what? Let's do this too. Let's have a pit decorating contest. Not to sound like a chick or anything, but I come from a family that my brother is in the special effects, makeup special effects industries, and he does art. He does aesthetics.
Special effects makeup.
Effects makeup for
movies, haunted houses, productions.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Adam.
Props, all sorts of things.
And he had a very well-known, nationally recognized haunted attraction here in St. Louis as well. So it's in the family. We love it. Growing up, I mean, it's just something I love. So with that being said, let's have a haunt off per se in the pits, and I'll throw a little something to the team with the coolest decorations. Yeah. I don't like the word decorations. It seems kind of.
I mean, it's more of a. I mean, depending on how you want to look at it, if a team or a pit were to also have, candy or something like that, and kids came around, all sorts of fun avenues and options of things that could be done.
Yeah, I mean, even like a trunk or treat kind of deal, something cool, something to make it really special for all the fans that show up. Adam's already smiling. I'm not decorating nothing. Just eat your you don't have to decorate shit, Uncle Steve. Pit area trick or treat. I like this idea. Yeah, no.
Friday night, it's a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, Friday night will be a perfect opportunity. And even Saturday night, perhaps, if we get the races done early enough so that we can actually, have. My goal is to make sure that I have plenty of time on Saturday nights after the events, after the winner's circle and checks are put out. Is super important to me that we have an opportunity to just start having fun in the pits. I want to start having more fun instead of taking it till all night long. But our reports of paranormal activities at Huntsville Dragway, it's in the headlines of the news. No way. Adam's going to be looking that shit up. Guarantee that. Because if that's the case, Adam's going to bring his EMF. He'll bring his spirit box, all of his ghost hunting equipment. Shit, we'll have a ghost hunting expedition. That'd be kind of fun. But yeah, let's have some fun with it. It's going to be close to Halloween. Let's have a good time. I don't know what I'm going to dress up as. I might even have my brother come down and, if he wants to, and do some special effects, some makeup on some people. I think that'd be super dope. It is a great idea. A safe place to be with your friends and family and let the kids have a great time.
Bring the families out, bring the kids out. And like I said, we could do Saturday. I just think that by the time racing ends and with it being eliminations and all that stuff, it's trickier to kind of jam up the pits with that kind of stuff. But Friday, I mean, especially from a round of qualifying, it'll get done at a reasonable hour. Seems like a great way.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah,
I've had my costume assigned to me, so I'm ready.
You've had your costume assigned to you? That's funny.
Yeah, Haley let me know what I'm dressing up as this year. So
what are you dressing up as?
I'll be Donkey and James will be Shrek.
That's great. I'm gonna dress up like a trucker
that needs his laundry done.
He'll have that trucker funk on him.
Yeah.
So, boy, you need to wash them jeans.
Yeah, pants will walk by themselves.
Yeah, right. No, it's going to be a great time. So let's just have a really good time. And if anybody has any ideas, let's do it. Maybe I'll throw something for the best decorated pit or best costume. I mean, it seems kind of normal, kind of a deal. I don't feel like need to really incentivize anybody to have a good time that weekend. Halloween.
Trunk or treat Friday in the pits is really cool with decorated pits, costume contests, some little stuff like that.
Yeah.
Adds a little extra fun to it.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Let's see what else is going on. I don't know, man, but folks are locking in left and right. So Huntsville's turned out to be pretty damn sweet. Not in the cards this year due to life circumstances. Let's make it a bucket list trip. We only live once.
Amen
to that.
But we'll find out, I guess. That you have to be determined.
I have a feeling Hank Stubbs is going to be cooking up some more of that killer. What was that? Some jambalaya? Is that what he made? No, it wasn't jambalaya. It was just gumbo. That's what it was.
And it was something I don't eat. I remember that. That's all.
Yeah, because it had like andouille sausage and corn and potatoes.
Yeah, it wasn't just meat, cheese, and potato. I'm out.
Right. And simple carbs like tortillas and tacos and stuff.
Oh yeah, but you fill those with meat, cheese, and potato.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Meat, cheese, potato, bread, I guess we'll call it that. And you got me covered.
At the Casino Bias has they do a Thanksgiving sandwich, which is amazing, dude. They put it's turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, cranberry sauce, stuffing. Dude, it's literally a Thanksgiving plate on a sandwich. It's the greatest thing I've ever had. Ridiculous.
I've got a Thanksgiving mashed potato for my food truck on my menu. So there's a Thanksgiving one with turkey and all that stuff. So yeah.
Oh, that sounds great. Sounds great. All right. Well, let's we can wrap this one up, but let's just plug it again. Rocket City Dragway, Rocket City Drags, ADRL is going to be there October 25th and October 26th. We are combining our nitrous class and our blower class for just one class. So it'll be one class, nitrous and blower cars or turbo or whatever you got. Bring it. May the baddest dude win. Then we have our dragster class, extreme dragster class. We are allowing funny cars in the dragster class. So if you have a funny car and you want to run, bring it on out. Let me know ahead of time so I can prepare for that.
I saw a diesel dragster that ran 3.9.
That's great. I'd love to have a diesel dragster. Turbo diesel.
Don't think I didn't send a message.
Oh, good job, dude. Yeah, probably like some type of inline 6 turbo diesel, Cummins turbo diesel or something.
No clue, but boy, he was kicking up some black smoke and hauling ass.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike, for hanging out. Let us know about that ghost hunting trip.
Yep, for sure. Take care, Mr. Lucas. Appreciate you joining in.
As always.
And then come join us, gang. Be the best show on the What Coast.
The biggest thing to hit the golf since Helene.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no shit. Since Hurricane Katrina. And then what else? Oh, and then the Verge will be there. So if you have a 470 or 450 car, they've got classes for you. So bring out a car if you want to. How about Diesel Pro Mod, Extreme Diesel? That sounds pretty bitchin'.
Where's Whistling Diesel? We need to run into him at PRI again.
It's funny. Jake Paul was just with Whistling Diesel.
That guy's awesome.
Did you see that? It was funny. He let Jake Paul run his drive his giant truck. It was pretty funny, man. Mm-hmm. I've been watching that guy since he was nothing, and in just like 4 or 5 short years, he's blown up.
I ran into him from watching I set up a trail cam and caught my neighbors stealing from me video, and I was like, oh. Well, that's crazy. And then for whatever reason.
Oh, that one where they tried to spray paint his cameras and then he went to their house to get his shit.
Yeah. That's how I discovered him. You know me, it's not mechanical or cars or anything like that. So
yeah, I'm heading back.
Table boys.
All right. Uncle
Steve's
Steve.
Up. Keep it rolling, Steve.
Hope you win, man.
He's up on the right side of things right now.
That's right. And again, our sponsors, Renegade Racing Fuels, Fuel Tech, and Chris Duncan Race Cars. Appreciate you guys. I have to get a belt from you so I can replace my belt that I have on mine currently.
Yeah.
Because we looked at that Tuesday night and I was like, oh, yeah.
We should have reserved some comments until after we looked at that, all the same.
Oh, it was funny, man.
Bye, Shrekky.
Bye, Shrekky. Oh. James and Adam have a certain kind of relationship. It's funny.
It's a Tuesday night topic.
Oh, it is. It is a Tuesday night comment topic. Damn it, I gotta stop saying Rocket City Drags, October 25th and 26th. Be there or be square.
I'm filling it in for you so you don't have to say it. That way it takes it out of your
appreciate that. Yeah, no, I'm just stopping so you can say that.
No, you're good.
I've got nothing else.
I don't think I have anything either. We've covered it. We hit it. We've talked about everything that we can think of drag racing related, and
that's right.
Covered 9/11. So I mean, what else is there?
Right. From 9/11 to missiles to hurricanes,
a weather report
to haunts.
Come on, people.
Look,
where else you finding this?
No, this is ADRL specific. This is grassroots. This is what we talk about. I mean, let's talk about anything, right? It doesn't anything ADRL. Well, whatever. Let's talk about your business. That's good.
I agree.
It's about to go sideways for real. Yeah.
Breaking loose.
Yeah, they are breaking loose. They're squealing. We're going around the turn pretty hard right now.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining in. I'm Dr. Fears.
I'm Prince Adam.
And we will catch you guys either on Tuesday night or next Thursday night.
Whatever your viewing pleasure.
Much love, peace, and chin grease.